I'm Cesar Delgado from Back Roads of Illinois podcast. Welcome to the show with us. I am joining with Senator Chuck Grassley from the great state of Iowa. He is the chairman of the Agricultural Committee in Washington, D.C. What an honor that I have you on my show. How are you? Senator Grassley, welcome to the show with us for today.
Thank you, Caesar. I'm glad to be with you.
Let's start with our conversation with the expiration of Farm Bill 2018. Any chance of getting it done for December? Senator.
Yes. It looks like an impossibility of getting it done this year, but farmers do not need to be concerned because there'll be a one-year extension of the 2018 Farm Bill. So the same programs that have been in effect since 2018 will continue now for one more year, with the hope that next year we will get a 5-year Farm Bill.
I will ask you, Senator, what is the situation in the PLC or ARC as well? What's going on about that? Could you tell to the listener?
Which question is
PLC and ARC.
Oh, well, PLC and ARC, they would be hopefully increased if we had a 5-year Farm Bill. But if there's a one-year extension, they'll be the same next year as they are this year. But whenever we get a 5-year Farm Bill, we've got to increase PLC and ARC. And we have to do that to reflect the increased cost of fertilizer, chemicals, and seed. And I suppose you'd say diesel as well. This one right here.
How much does compare the Farm Bill from 2018 and you're a committee? Senator Grassley.
Yeah. Well, as I indicated to you in your previous question, I think we'd want to increase ARC and PLC to reflect the increased costs of chemicals, fertilizer, seed, and diesel. The exact figure I can't give you, but it needs to be higher than it was in the 2018 Farm Bill. I think that crop insurance will be kept pretty much in the next 5-year Farm Bill as it's been in the 2018 Farm Bill. And I believe that there might be some changes to let's see, the programs like CRP, probably be some more money for foreign sales to promote our surplus production that's ready for export overseas markets, and maybe some more money for ag research.
The Senate Agricultural Committee is bogged down between parties in Washington, D.C. for a few policies on the Farm Bill. Could you explain to the audience about this?
Yeah. First of all, I think the really big decisions that are involved have to be worked out between Chairman Stabenow and Ranking Member Boozman. And I think that there's a big stumbling block to that decision because the chairman of the committee has taken the position that if you save money in one part of the farm bill, you can't spend it in another part of the farm bill. And that's making it difficult to reach a bipartisan agreement on a very overall policy. Within those policies, I think that there's a disagreement between Republicans and Democrats on how much money should be spent on what we call SNAP, or you might know it as a food stamp program. We think that the Secretary of Agriculture has increased that more than it needs to be increased, and that he didn't have the authority to do it, and that there can be some money saved there. But with the overall decision of saving money in food stamps, you can't spend it someplace else, like for instance, PLC and ARC. That's a major policy dispute that hasn't been overcome yet. And until that's settled, I think it's going to be difficult to settle other things in the Farm Bill.
That's true, Senator. Finally, this is a great question. What is your opinion on Iowa's growing season for this season?
Some places in Iowa are getting good yields, but they got timely rains. Overall, production is less this year, I believe, than last year. And in the area where the Grassley farm is, last summer we had 22 inches of rain. This summer, only 10 inches of rain. So our yields are down considerably. On the other hand, we had an outstanding year last year. And what farmers have learned to do out of necessity, you have good years and you have bad years. And you hope that you can balance them out, average them out over a period of years, and still make a profit and keep farming. And so far, we've been able to do that in my part of Iowa, even though we've had extreme drought for the last 3 years and really bad this year that we're in.
Is there anything would you like to be telling the farmers and ranchers in Illinois, Iowa, Missouri about the Farm Bill and the PLC and Arcade?
I don't think anything more than what I've already said for this program, because it would be repetitive. And I just think if they listen to the whole podcast that you have, they will have a pretty overview of what changes I want to see in the Farm Bill, when we can get it done, which will probably be next year for a 5-year Farm Bill. But they're certain of having the protection that they've had the last 5 years because of a 1-year extension of the 2018 Farm Bill.
My pleasure to talk to you on this afternoon, Senator. What an honor that I could talk about the Farm Bill. Thanks, Senator Grassley.
And thank you, Caesar. And you can call me again if you need any further help.